We're going to take an inchworm into a plank jack. If impact is bad for you, then just do a toe tap. So I'm at the end of my long space. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Advance to keep your legs straight. Walk those hands out into that high plank. Tap one foot to the side, the other. Go back up. So, the more advanced you want to make it, the more jacks you do at the bottom before you come back up. So, 2 feet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Walk it back up. You can pick your own number combinations. Keep your legs straight or bend them a whole bunch. Walk it out, out, in, or maybe one leg, one leg, one leg, one leg. Back up. Walk it out. Let's do 2 more inchworms. And you decide your jack count at the bottom. Tap or jump. Bring it back up. Last one. Here we go. Walk it out. If you wanted to go all the way to your knees, you can still tap one knee at a time, no problem. Just try to keep those hips as straight as you can. Use that core by pulling that navel back toward your spine. And walk it back up. Good job, you guys. Roll those shoulders out at the top when you get there. Get some water. Okay, let's go to the wall because we have not been able to do wall movement as much. So at home it's a little bit easier. I know I'm a little far away, but I tried to check that I was still in the frame before class. But I can talk you guys through it. Find your wall spot, or if you don't have a wall spot, you're just going to do a hop seat. Just squat in the air and hold it low. So feet are walked forward so that your knees are behind your toes, your knees are over your heels. If you can get your thighs to parallel, imagine a dowel rod across your thighs. If it rolls forward, can you go lower so it will not roll forward? If that's too advanced, higher is just fine. Holding, holding, holding. You know, hold your legs if you need to. But if you can put them at your side or shoulder height, even better, even better. Hold it last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up. Shake it out. And we are on to some push-ups. Slow push-ups. So you can decide if you want to do them elevated, on the ground, on your knees, or full military style. I like to do elevated ones if I have a surface. They're a little bit easier than military, but I can get my full range. Bending those elbows, exhale up. So if you want to make them slower, down, 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 up. Down, 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 up. We don't have to do as many. You're just working harder to hold each angle of the push-up a little bit longer. One more. Good. Maybe a child's pose or forward fold, whether you're putting your hands down or on a surface. And we'll shake it out with some fast feet. Maybe just a march for you. Maybe just a jog or really get them moving. We're going to go through all of those again. So, push up, or the wall sit is first. Shake it out. Over we go. Different hand positions this time. So lean back or just squat down if you guys don't have a wall, that's okay. Maybe your furniture's not open to a spot on a wall, that's okay. So if you can walk those feet forward, this time put those elbows at 90 degrees out to the sides. So hands up at the wall. Goalpost position with those arms. Deep breath, working break for the cardio system. Make those legs take the brunt of it now. Okay, can you put one fist, or if anyone has little small spongy balls at home, rubber balls at home, you can put a ball between your knees and squeeze as hard as you can. Stress ball or stress ball type item would work. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Working those adductors, adding in inner thigh work. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay. If anyone wants to just do chest presses instead, that's fine. Feel free to lay back. Dumbbells press up and down. Otherwise, I'm going to do elevated push-ups at a nice slow pace again. Abs tight, hips straight. Here we go. The wider your hands, the easier it is. The narrow hand position is going to be a lot more tricep, which is a great area of focus as well. So slow on the way down. We don't have to do as many, only 3 more. And then try to power up. You could always switch to knees. Slow, slow, and up. Slow on the way down, and up. Slow, last one. And up. Child's pose, sit back on the floor. If you're elevated, bend through the hip. You can keep that back straight if you want. Fast feet. Shake it out. Maybe a march. Maybe a jog. You decide, you decide. Moving on to some core. And shake it out. Okay, so super jacks are first. Working that back side. So find a big open space. You need to be able to move your arms and legs in snow angel fashion without hitting the furniture, preferably. And then you guys are going to lay it down. Stretch straight. All limbs up, all limbs out, all limbs in. Down for a moment to relax. Again, up, up, in, down, up, out, in, down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now planks around the world. You could do this on your elbows, but it might be easier in your hand to leverage that limb out from under the weight of your body. So hands under your shoulders. Stretch those hips straight on your knees or your toes. I'm going to lift my right hand up a few inches with wide feet so my hips don't wobble too much. Lift that left hand up a few inches. Left toe, right toe. Right hand, left foot, right foot. 2 more rounds. Right hand, left foot, right foot. Last one. Right hand, left foot, right foot. Good job. Sit it back for the child's pose stretch before flipping it over and doing a reverse crunch. Hands under the sides of those hips. Lift those hips up, up, up. You can go slow and carefully up in the air, or you can add a little bit momentum, as long as you're not rolling those feet over your head. You want to do all up, 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 6, 5, any pace, 3, 2, and 1. Then we're going to reverse plank it. Hands under your shoulders, sitting up. Body weight stretched out. You can put those feet hip width apart for a little more stability from side to side. And lift those hips up. If that's a little too hard, bend those knees and put those feet flat. No problem. Hips a little higher, working those triceps, holding that body weight with strong arms. If you want to do a combination of those two positions, it can be a walkout, hips up, right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg. You do a few the other way where your left leg goes first. Almost there, 1 more. Good. Okay. Then we're going to do leg drops, hands under the sides of those hips again. 1 leg down and up, other leg down and up. It's like a relay race for your legs. Try not to let that top one leave till the bottom one gets back up. Bend your knees to make it easier. Don't go as low to make it easier. And for advance, both legs leave and go together. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good job. 1 more reverse plank. Hands under those hips. Under your shoulders. Ready for your hips to go up. There we go. Feel free to go flat-footed with a bent knee. You can even march there if you want. Working those triceps. You can march in the straight position too. 5 more seconds. You got it. You got it. And relax. Okay, leg scissors. So, all the way back down again. Legs go out with those hands under the hips. So low back support. Cross them over, under. High in the air is easier. Low to the ground is harder. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1. Good job, you guys. We are going to end with that inchworm plank jack combo 1 more time, and then we're going to stretch it out. So, you can start at the bottom if you want. Hands under those shoulders. Get those hips straight, whether that's supported on your knees or your toes. Then tap 1 foot to each side or both. Over and over again. 3, 2, 1. Now bend your knees or keep your legs straight. Walk those hands up for your inchworm. Slow spinal straightening. Shoulder circles at the top. And we're going to go 3 more times. Inchworm. Bend your knees if needed. Straight is more advanced. Walk it out. Tap or jump. Trying to keep those hips straight. 1 more. Walk it back up. We got 2 more rounds. Big shoulder circles at the top. Try and keep that back straight. So bend your knees if that makes that goal easier. Straight out. Side tap, or jump. Side tap, or jump. Up we go. Okay, we've got 1 left. Ready? Take it down. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Good job, you guys. So back on those heels. Third child's pose. You walk those hands to one side, over to the other side. Okay, we are going to take our left leg forward. Push into those hips. Do you want to make it harder? Curl that back toe under, lift that back knee up. You're going to add in those arms. And then switch gently. Feel free to use those knees. Other legs forward, hips forward. Squeeze those glutes. Arms up, or feel free to use that leg for balance. More advanced. Back toes under, knee up. Good, getting that hip flexor, quad stretched out. Now let's get the hip opener in by crossing over or doing a figure 4 stretch. So lay it back if you want. Reach through the middle, pull that other leg in. Or you can keep that bottom leg relaxed. Push that top knee away. And we'll do that one on the other side. Cross over, whether you're laying down or you're still sitting up. You can reach through if you want to pull it in more. And we'll do a gentle low back twist next, where both feet are down. Knees slowly go to the right, if they're bent up in the air together. Arms out to the side. Try to turn your head the opposite way. So if my knees are to the right, my head goes to the left. Keeping those shoulders low to the floor. Slowly back up, over to the other side. Okay, for hamstring, if you guys have a band or strap, a long piece of fabric, empty shoelace handy, you can put it under the arch of your first leg while you send it up in the air. Otherwise, just use your hand. Left leg bent is easier on the back. Left leg straight. Just a little bit more advanced. Pull that top toe down toward your face to get that calf stretched as well. And then do that one on the other side. Pull it in, pull it in. If you want to use your breath, when you exhale, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in more. Your diaphragm is empty. And then when you take a breath, fill up that diaphragm, let that leg out. And then on the next exhale, pull it in a little bit extra. And back out. Good job, you guys. Both knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. Rock it side to side. And for advanced, you guys are going to roll front to back up. For modify, roll to the side and up. However you'd like to stand. Now we'll do our upper body stretches before we call it a day. One arm low across your chest. Keep that shoulder down and relaxed as you pull it in with your hand or your elbow. You can sit, stand, kneel, whatever makes you comfortable. Trying to keep that shoulder relaxed before you switch to the other side. Good. Okay. So we did reverse planks, maybe narrow grip push-ups. So send one arm up for the tricep stretch, push it back, hold it back, or reach from below. Eyes up, chin up. Switch. One side is probably more flexible. Keeping that chin lifted. Good. Deep breath in, arms up. Exhale and back down to your side. And we'll add in a neck stretch. Reaching those hands down to elongate the side of your neck. If you want to make it a side stretch, you guys can go wide with your stance. And then take that arm back up and lean into it. Hand in front or on your hip to get all the way from your neck down into your rib cage. Other side. So start with that ear down, long neck through the side, and then add in that nice long side stretch for the rib cage. Hand in front on the lower arm or supported on your hip. Good. Hands down low behind your back. Open it up. Eyes up. Deep breath in. Hands together for your forearm stretch. Bring them down the middle of the heart center. Push the heels of those hands down toward the floor. Feel free to add a wrist roll. One direction and the other direction. If you're standing, you can add in a leg. If you're down on the ground, you can do both at the same time. Switch directions, and we'll call it a day.